Hi, this is Jane at Coburn's. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to boil live lobster, and then we're going to deshell it. Now the first thing I did, I ran to Coburn's. I got to pick out the lobsters that I wanted out of a tank, brought them home, and then what you do is you want to put them in your refrigerator until you're ready to boil them. Second thing I did is I got a great big pot filled with water, and I brought the heat up to a rolling boil. And now it's time to add the lobsters. What you're going to do is you're going to put it head first, because if you put tail in first, it has a tendency of trying to climb out. And this lobster weighs about 1 1/4 pounds, so you want to cook it for about 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, I've got my lobster, and what I need to do is remove the bands around the claws, so I'm just going to cut those off. We'll get rid of those real quick. Okay, now the next thing you want to do is you want to take the tail off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to twist it, and it really comes off pretty easy. There we go, we just took it off. Okay, now we've got the tail here, and what I'm going to do is on the sides, I'm actually going to pull it apart, and then you're going to get your hand in there and you're going to pull that meat out of there and pull the shell right off. There you go. Now that I've got the meat out of the shell, it's a beautiful piece of lobster. I'll put that right here. And then the shell that's left, I don't throw it away, because when I make lobster bisque, I'll put that in there. There are remnants of meat still in there, and what I'll do, stick it in there. It gives a lot of flavor to that bisque. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to remove the claws. So I just pull those off the lobster. Okay, and then these are what are called, have the knuckles in them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put pressure on them, and they pop right off. There we go. Now we're left with just the claws. What I want to do is I want to remove this piece. So I'm going to just move it back and forth until it loosens up, and I can pull it right out. And what will happen is it loosens up that meat. And I'm going to do the same one with this. And just move it back and forth. It snaps off real easy. Okay, the next thing you want to do is you want to have this facing up, these little spikes, straight up. What you're going to do is you're going to take the heel of your knife and you're going to put it in there, and you're going to turn it. And what it does is it breaks it open, and now you've got the meat in there that you can pull out. Beautiful pieces of lobster. There we go, and that's the claw meat. And actually the claw meat has more flavor than the tail does. Okay, the next one, same thing. I'm going to take the heel of the knife and just turn it, and it should break. Okay, and then your claw meat comes out perfectly. Another piece of beautiful lobster meat. Okay, now these are the knuckles that we moved from the lobster. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take the heel of my knife, turn it. You don't get a lot of meat out of it, but you do get some. And then just kind of smash it again, and you should be able to pull that meat out of there. Okay, there we go. And then we'll do the same thing with this one. Oop. Pull that meat out of there. Tell you what, I can hardly wait to eat this lobster. It looks so good. Perfect. And you can see how easy it really is to do. Okay, now we have our lobster. We're ready to eat. But don't forget, you've got to have melted butter, or if you prefer, you can have lemon with it. Now, what I want to make sure is you're serving the right wine. I'll tell you what, this has got my namesake on it, Calamity Jane. It is one of my favorite wines also. The only thing is, you can only get it in South Dakota. So if you're in Huron or Mitchell at one of our stores, you can pick it up there. And it is yummy. So, got a sample. Enjoy your lobster and enjoy your wine, because I'm going to. It is so good.